Hello, YouTube. Sorry that this is a bit of a later episode or video, whatever we're calling them now. Journal logs, whatever we're calling them. I've had a very busy day today. I got almost 5 hours sleep, which for me is normal. I normally get between 4.5 to 5 hours sleep. I do try and go to bed at a reasonable time, but my body's just kind of like, no. And I'm just kind of like, please. And my body's like, when I say so. So I do need to, I think that's because like over the Christmas period, I haven't been going to bed at 10, between 10 and half 10. Like right now it's, what time is it right now? It's 7 minutes past 11. So even sometimes when I do have work the next day, it's sometimes hard to go to bed on time. So I need to make that a habit. I need to get back into the swing of doing that, because Christmas and New Year was just kind of like, I don't have work for like 5 days. So I'm going to stay up and play games and do whatever I want. Then there was a few nights in the New Year where I just couldn't shut off until like 4 a.m. And I was like, when I go back to work, this is going to be a problem. Because if I can't shut off until 4 a.m., it's only going to be an hour until I get up. And then I'm going to be running off an hour of sleep. And trust me, nobody wants to see me when I've only had an hour of sleep. I turn into this unbearable monster that just gets irritated at everything. But anyway, sleep is part of the weight loss journey, getting into a routine and everything. So it is part of the journey. But I think I kind of went on another side tangent like I did yesterday. Went on some weird tangents about like getting clothes for Christmas and stuff. I ramble sometimes, okay? But so yeah, I got up and I had some breakfast. I had some gluten-free toast. I was like, why not? Have some toast. I had an English breakfast tea to get me raring up ready for the day, because it helps you focus and wake you up. I don't know how it does it, but I stand by it. It really does. Maybe at night time I need to start having my Earl Grey again, because that helps calm you down and calms the mind. And that's how I was getting to sleep easier when I was in my routine, is because I had an Earl Grey like an hour before I went to bed. Maybe I should start doing that again, just as a suggestion. So maybe I'll start doing that again. But anyway, I had my toast, got ready for work, had my tea, went to work. I got to work like, I think 20 minutes early. Sorted myself out, I just got my boots on, because you got to change your shoes to safety shoes and everything, and your overalls and all that fun stuff. I did my job, but I did notice today that I didn't have the feeling of hunger. So whereas when I'm normally at work, there will come a specific point, normally hits around about 1 p.m, where my stomach will growl and it'll be like, "Rrr," and I'll be like, you need to eat. And I'll be like, oh, I hope I'm going for my break soon. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. And then normally around about that time is when you'd go for your break. And I'd be like, oh, yes, satisfy the hunger. But it got to like 2:45. Bearing in mind I finish at 5. I was like, it's 2:45. I haven't gone for my break because I totally lost track of time. But I've not had the feeling of hunger. And I was like, damn. Anyway, I was like, I need to go on my break because I'm entitled to it. And I've been working since 8. I haven't eaten anything. So I went for my break. I had my chicken mayo sandwich, gluten-free chicken mayo sandwich that I made myself. And so I went and I ate the sandwich and I was fine. You know, felt exactly the same as I did before and after. So I'm guessing I needed it, but I just didn't know I needed it. But it didn't exactly satisfy anything. Because you know, like when you're hungry, you eat, satisfies the hunger. But since there was no hunger, it was just kind of like, oh, well, I ate something. Woohoo. You know, didn't have much of an effect. But, you know, kept me going throughout the rest of my shift and my way home. Oh, we had snow though. Oh, you do not know how excited I was to walk on the snow this morning, because not many people have walked on parts of that snow. And oh, the nice crunch. The crunch of snow under your feet. Oh, it's wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. I made a few love hearts on people's, like, you know, they have like slabs that go from like the sidewalk all the way up to their house. Yeah, I'd put like love hearts in those with my foot. Yeah. And I whored back home. And I saw the love hearts that I'd made. They were still there. And I was like, oh, they're still there. Oh, it's so fun. Sorry. Another tangent. I'm sorry. I love the snow. I just want a white Christmas, but world's not giving it to me, and me and the world have fallen out about that. But yes, so I had a very busy day, but even though I had 2 meals, I had my breakfast, I had my lunch, but because my lunch was late because I didn't have an initial like hunger to tell me that I was hungry. It was more like, oh, my shift is over soon and I need to eat something if I'm going to make it to get home, because I guarantee if I hadn't eaten my sandwich and just left it and not eaten it on my break, I probably would have struggled on the way home, and I would have had to like eat it on the train or something just to make it home. But yes, because of that, I did not have anything when I got home because I had a late lunch. Excuse me. Actually, tell a lie. I had a whole bag of chocolate, okay? Okay, it enticed me, okay? I went to the shop to get some milk on the way home. And this is very bad for you. Let me have a look. This is wheat in it. That's disgraceful. I'm gluten-free. I'm not supposed to have wheat. Oh, I'm going to pay for that in the morning. Okay. A serving size is 2 eggs. I think I must have ate about 8. So that's 4 servings, which is not good. That's a lot of sugar. I mean, there's 11 grams of sugar in a serving size. So I had 44 grams of sugar. That is terrible. But it was just a one-off. It's because these are all the Easter things. See, this is my biggest downfall in my weight loss journeys. I am a chocoholic. A chocoholic. Just like my dad. Okay? We can buy, like, you know, one of those big dairy milk, like, bars that you can buy, like, the really big ones. You know, you get, like, the ones you get with meal deals, and you get, like, the 100 grams, and then you have, like, the really big ones, like 200 and something grams. Stuff like that. Yeah. There have been a few times where I've brought one of those and I've demolished it in a couple hours. And my dad can do exactly the same. Granted, he has to be at least a bit tipsy to do it now because he's getting old. But, yeah. We are chocoholics, and it is my biggest downfall because it's always my comfort food. Yeah, I've been through quite a bit in my life, and I'm sure loads of you have gone through really bad patches in your life as well. But my go-to was always chocolate. Always has been, always will be chocolate. Mum's cake. Now, she can't have cake as much because she is also gluten-free. So she goes to sweets. Like, she likes those blue and yellow, the blue and pink fizzy cola bowls. Absolutely loves them. She can't have too many at once because it makes her sick now because of all the sugar content. But, oh, she used to eat them till the cows came home. Me, flying saucers. Oh, I love me some flying saucers. But again, it's a lot of sugar content. So I have been using more than I usually would. I've been using Celtic salts. Now, Celtic salts is a salt that has all these vitamins and minerals and magnesium and all this stuff in it. It's supposed to help with sleep, help stop the cravings. That felt like a spider ran over my foot. It better flipping not have. Get out of my room. You only have certain areas you're allowed to be in. Sorry. But yeah, Celtic salts. So it's like a wet salt, so it has to be like an airtight container. Put like a couple of grains, because the grains are quite big. I'll show you them when I do my my batch cook on Saturday. But yeah, you put a couple, like 2 or 3 grains when you're cooking a meal. You can put like a grain or 2 in like drinks. And basically one of the main things it does is it stops those like sweet habits where like you're just bored or you want something sweet, so then you end up devouring a bag of Galaxy truffle egg things. But I do have one left, okay, because my boyfriend was on the phone with me and he's like, "What you eating?" And I was like, "These." And he's like, "Oh, I see, you got nice chocolate and you're not sharing it with me." And I was like, "Well, you're not really here, are you?" And at this point, I only had one left. And I was like, "Well, I have this one. Do you want it?" He's like, "Yes, save it for me." I'm probably not going to see him until like the 16th. And I need to keep this egg for him. It's going to be staring me in the face. Testing my willpower. It's been staring at me for like the last hour or so. And I'm like, I just want to eat it. Because I know it tastes nice. Anyway, that was my not so good decision, I want to say, today. is the fact that I demolished almost a whole bag of chocolate by myself. I had about 4 servings, which is a lot of sugar. But that just means that I have got to work harder. Like, I don't know, instead of walking tomorrow to work, I could do like a bit of a speed walk to the train station in the morning. Try and burn off some of those extra calories and stuff. But yes, I had my first food mishap, I want to say, with eating a whole bag of chocolate, which is not healthy. But, oh yeah, I forgot to say it was the 5th of January at the beginning of the video. But it's bound to happen. There's going to be days where you're just in a low mood, or you just have like, you're just like, I just want some chocolate. And today was one of those days. I'm so sorry. I'm just ready for my bed, I swear. But no, you're going to have those days. And those days are okay. There's going to be days where you're just like, I don't even care. I want this treat for myself. I haven't earned it or anything. I don't feel like I've earned it. But you know what? I just want it. There's going to be those days. And it's okay. As long as you don't use it as an excuse to have a treat every day. Or almost every day. Like Granddad has told me many times, as well as my mother. Everything's good in moderation. Okay, maybe having 4 servings of those eggs was not good. But if that means that I don't have them again until Easter, which is probably April this year, then that's pretty good. But then there will be other things that I have. I just think they bring out the Easter stuff way too early. I mean, literally, it's been New Year. We haven't even had Valentine's Day yet, and they're already bringing out the Easter eggs. It's like, calm down. I mean, we have Christmas stuff out, like, with fireworks next to it. And then next to that, we have Halloween stuff. And it's like June. It's not that early. But you know what I mean. They just bring everything out way too early. Way too early. I was like, literally, we've got 4 months until Easter. We've only just come into the new year. And I swear, it was like the 2nd. No, it wasn't even in the new year, actually. I think it was the 30th. The 30th, I went into Tesco Express and they were putting out the Easter eggs. I was like, it hasn't even started 2026 yet, and you're putting out the Easter eggs for next year. It's crazy. It hadn't even been the new year yet. No one had managed to wrap their heads around and get over the hangovers that many people had on New Year. They hadn't even done that yet, and they were already putting out the Easter eggs for next year. I was like, what are you doing? Put them back in storage. And then they were just like, well, then you call up corporate and tell them why we haven't got them out on the shelves. I was like, I will. I'll give them a piece of my mind saying, why are you doing it like 4 months early? Hasn't even been New Year yet and you're already putting them out. Ridiculous. I swear. Anyway, sorry, another tangent. A ramble, I'm sorry. I'm hoping when I finally get some fans that you don't mind my rambling. Or if you do not like my rambling, I will try and cut down on the rambling. We'll get there. We'll get there together and we'll do something that works for everyone. I'm very adaptable to other people, so it's all okay. But yeah, What was I talking about before I went on? Oh, yes. The chocolate was there because all the Easter things are out already and it's ridiculous. But I must go to bed because I've yawned about 5 times in this video, I think it is. So I need to go get my pajamas on and go to bed. And I will see all of you tomorrow. Hopefully it will be a bit earlier than this. But yes, I will see you all in the morning. No, I won't see you in the morning. I will see you all tomorrow. Okay, bye-bye.